just going to be checking out some clips of different content creators giving their opinion on the Dr. Disrespect situation and see if any of them touch on the points that I noticed or things that I noticed right off the bat as far as what people were saying. It seemed like a lot of people might have been quick to jump to conclusions and maybe didn't have all the facts. I don't have any of the facts, but for the very few facts that people do have, it's just very interesting to me that, the assertions that were made. So let's go ahead and also talk about, the people that decided to, stop backing, the, people that like Nick Merckx, like Tim the Tap Man, that maybe they did have a conversation with, Dr. Disrespect. I want to, check out the videos where they speak on it. But if they didn't and they're just, now backing out for, reasons like monetary reasons, well, it feels pretty shitty. But let's go ahead and check it out. I want to check out this video by Philion first.
12 hours straight, reading every single thread, comment, and take on this matter. And let me tell you, although the memes are funny, it does not help when trying to find out actual genuine information. Why was Dr. Disrespect banned on Twitch? A question that no one thought would ever get answered. That was until yesterday, June 25th, 2024. 4 years later, almost to the exact day since Twitch cut him off. Now, if you've paid attention to social media at all over the last couple years, then you know about the veil of secrecy around this controversy. Before we dive deep, for some context, Dr. Disrespect, whose real name is Guy Beam, is a larger-than-life character who has been at the top.
I don't want no fucking intro.
Shopify
whatever.
has impacted our business heavily. It gives us a platform. It's not only affordable, but it's super effective. My name's Drew Davis.
I might
I'm
actually
18
watch
years old.
the
I
presidential
was born with
elections
cerebral
after
palsy,
this.
And I'm also the owner of Crippling Hot Sauce. A lot more people could have Crippling Hot Sauce now than they could a year ago because of Shopify. Starting my
B is rather important. A day after his ban in 2020, a journalist by the name of Slasher tweeted this.
Yeah, don't want to get into any of
But there
these.
was no concrete evidence. Case closed, gang. When former Twitch employee Cody Connors tweeted he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying.
See, that's the thing. It's the sexting a minor. Was he one of the main things that I always wonder when stuff like this comes out is, and this is not a grasp at straws or defend anyone's actions, but not all minors are treated equal. You don't, at some places, depending on where you're at, where you're from, age of consent shifts around. That's what makes this whole thing really, messy and very confusing. I live in California. So in California, the age of consent, is 18. But in California, they make provisions for whatever reason for perverts, or what I would deem perverts. They make it so that if you're within 10 years of, and this is a special carve out, it's recent, you can look into it if you want. In California, if you're within 10 years of a 14-year-old and you're an adult, especially if you're engaging in, LGBT type of, sexual activity, you might not even be in a, sex offender registry list. You might not even, possibly might not even go to jail. You might not even get a, felony charges, if it was consensual. And then you say, well, minors can't consent. And see, these are the murky rules where people don't understand. They're quick to, and maybe this is more of a moral issue. This is more of a, this comes down to your personal moralities. But as far as what's going on with Dr. Disrespect currently is the fact that, and if an investigation did go on, it was only based on, company policies, not laws. Because it seems like when it comes to laws, Dr. Disrespect actually won his lawsuit against Twitch.
Trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. the powers that could be read in plain text. Case closed, gang. And then he followed it up with, no one made the wrong decision, fuck him and his boys. Now granted, this was seen by...
And I don't get the fuck him and his boys. Like, are they suggesting that everyone that knows Dr. Disrespect engages in these types of acts? If so, that means that, you know, whoever this person from Twitch is knows a lot more than we actually know.
Nearly 30 million people. But there was no concrete evidence. And then people started questioning Cody Connors because the way in which he brought about this information, these career-ending accusations, was bizarre. Cody Connors is apparently in a band, and his older tweets say, listen, if all 3 dates sell out, I'll tell you why he got banned. Gamer friends, if you're on the East Coast, you should come to one of these shows. Slasher is coming to the New York date. That's a 500-person room, and we're like 70% on pre-sale. I always act out around Rod. If that show sells out, I'll 100% explain why we banned him during the set.
That is the craziest fucking thing too. It's just like, hey, I'll let you know what's going on with Dr. Disrespect if you go to my concert. It's like, fuck, bro. If you really think someone is trash, if you really have such negative, you know, opinions about somebody, why are you using it as leverage to convince people to come see you perform in your band? That's the thing. It's if you really want to expose somebody or like bring something to light, you should be doing it in the full intent of like, without, you know, your personal monetary gain for it. Without your personal like monetary gain from it.
Realistically speaking, this is a dumpster fire. It's self-explanatory, but he's essentially gatekeeping sensitive information for the sake of monetary and personal gain. But it didn't matter because it blew the lid off the entire thing once again. Slasher comes out of the woodwork and says, I didn't lie. Now everyone is looking at Dr. Disrespect for an answer, and he returned to streaming on Monday, which led Dr. Disrespect to the
Small business owners who want to save time and money on workers' compensation insurance should go to buyberg.com.
then say this on stream.
For those that are looking for me to expand on this weekend, not gonna. I already said what I needed to say. I don't give a fuck about this guy.
Damn.
That's it.
Although he started the stream on a high note, he ended it rather abruptly. And there is a specific point in time when he seems to look at his phone and then the entire mood shifts.
I was looking for more. Maybe I clicked the wrong. I like Philion. I do watch his channel, but I wasn't looking for like a recap of what happened because I think at this point everyone kind of knows what's going on. I was trying to more see what his take on the situation is.
I know.
Devious. Now, people speculate this was the exact moment he read the headline that he had been fired from his own game development studio, Midnight Society. Now, that could be true, but I would pose another...
Also, something that I did notice is that I think Ninja spoke on the Dr. Disrespect situation and said, oh, they did his company that he worked for did their own investigation and found that, you know, there was something wrong. That's why they let him go. I think that's 100% a fucking stretch because if they have NDAs, they have signed things. There's no way that they can access NDAs and say, oh, we looked at the transcripts from your conversations with this minor and we found foul play. It's just not going to happen. More likely than not, a corporation will do what corporations do and cut ties when they think they're on a sinking ship. You know, a lot of times most people don't realize that corporations, even if you're the owner or a percent owner, they don't give a fuck. All they give a fuck about is making money. So if you're, you know, killing their bottom line, they're going to 100% just cut you out. You know, they'll give you some kind of severance. You know, they'll give you a big payout and they'll just, you know, let you know, hey, thank you for your, you know, time and just let you go.
Possibility. This could be the exact moment he found out that they were going to run a story on him. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players.
Yeah, see that statement, they didn't fucking check dick. They didn't check anything. There was nothing done that would make me think that, oh yeah, these guys did a thorough search of the, facts and found that, what they're doing is covering their own tail. That's what's really happening here. They're like, hey, fuck this. We're not going to get involved. Let's go ahead and cut the doc and, go about our business. I always hate to be this guy, but unless we see the actual, I would love to see the transcripts. We'll most likely never see any transcripts ever, but unless we see the transcripts, I'm more of a person that thinks that it would be a lot better than just going ahead and, canning somebody. I mean, look at the Trevor Bauer situation. I'm actually going to, be covering that pretty soon, where I give my take on why Trevor Bauer should be, exonerated and, let back in Major League Baseball. But Major League Baseball doesn't give a fuck about the truth. They give a fuck about public perception. Most companies give a fuck. They don't care what the truth is. They care about the public perception of things.
Tuesday morning, a supposed email starts floating around on Twitter from an anonymous source, and it was sent with Proton Mail, which is essentially a burner account. This email is assumed to be fake, and it does offer some defense on Dr. Disrespect's side, but I'm not going to read it because it is conflicting with Dr. Disrespect's own personal statements, which we're about to get into. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I.
Custom shirts help people feel like they're part of a team. My name is Timothy Chi, and I'm the CEO of Wedding Art.
And we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned on Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban.
And here's the thing. I'm not sure if were they legally allowed to do that? Like, a lot of people were saying that the what's it called? The contracts that they signed, non-disclosure agreements, were lapsing, but I don't know where that information comes from. I haven't seen any information of that their non-disclosures were lapsing and that's why they were able to speak on it. But if these people did speak on something or give out information on a topic that they were not allowed to, even if it was 2 whistleblowers, I'm pretty sure Dr. Disrespect has a pretty good case to royally fuck these 2 people.
Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being...
And everyone keeps saying a minor female, but I have yet to see, like, where does he specifically say it was a girl? Like, that's the thing. I would love to see the transcripts, because if he was speaking to a minor in an inappropriate way, but like, say jokingly, like he was talking to another man, but a young, a minor man, and they were making crass or lewd jokes, then, that might be a case for, the doc to actually release the transcripts. Like, we don't actually know. We just know that he was talking to a minor in an inappropriate way. I haven't seen him and meeting up, but I haven't seen there's nothing that says, it was of sexual nature. It just says inappropriate conversations. maybe the reason why he hasn't released the transcripts is for that exact reason, that it is a female minor and he was, being overtly sexual with her. But without knowing, a lot of people are making some crazy overreaches on what was happening.
Inappropriate, but nothing more. Huh? What does that even begin to mean?
Yeah,
the
see, that's what I'm
semantics
saying.
are important here because this is riddled with legalese and Japanese. Conversations implies more than one conversation, and sometimes means more than once. Leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. That is
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He's choosing his words so carefully. Yeah, I mean Dr. Disrespect is for sure 100% PR trained, but to think that he doesn't know the reason why he's saying it in that very specific and like semi cryptic way there has to be a reason behind it. So a lot of people are jumping to conclusions and reading in between lines and calling him a pedophile, but we don't even know the alleged age of we don't even know if it's a female. So that's the hard part where it's like, was she 17, he or she 17 and a half? Was she in, Florida where fucking, age of consent is 16? Was she or he in another country? There's so many questions, and for people to outright call Dr. Disrespect a pedophile or something like that seems mighty odd. Because the American, it seemed like he was talking to an 8-year-old girl, so it's strange.
is the biggest downplay of a lifetime. And the word inappropriate is doing some heavy lifting. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration.
He says he doesn't even say met her. Like, I don't even know if this is a woman, And then I think something came up about him, fucking with trans chicks or whatever. So I have no idea.
Regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. So he admitted that he messaged a minor, and the conversations became inappropriate sometimes in 2017. Which means...
What does inappropriate mean? Like, does that just mean foul language? Does that mean sexually inappropriate? That's the thing. Doc is doing a great, way of... Until the transcripts are out, a lot of these people are going to be jumping to conclusions.
It took Twitch 3 years to ban him. Why? What the fuck were they doing? Second of all, if these were explicit messages, if they were sexual in nature and criminal, why isn't he in jail? If you do the math, 2017 was 7 years ago, which means Dr. Disrespect was 35 years old. If I found out my hypothetical kid was having inappropriate messages with a 35-year-old man, I'm killing someone. What's insane to me is if you're a top-level creator, you have one job. Don't endanger, message, or interact with minors. How is that so hard? Why does everyone fuck this up? I did some digging.
And here's another thing. I don't know how many... See, he might be 35. I'm not... Or 40 at this point. He might be 40 plus. But Dr. Disrespect's fan base is probably awfully young. And that's the thing. If he was talking to a fan and things got weird, I'm not even sure if this is a female, that when Kai Cenat, that guy, he had a stream where he literally had, Northwest, who's 13 on his podcast or whatever he does, his live stream. I don't even, is that appropriate? Because should no adults ever be speaking to any minors that aren't, directly related to them? If I made a crass joke, a boys, locker room joke, with another man, but he happens to be, 17, is that inappropriate? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know the exact situation, which makes it hard.
through Twitch's policies over the years, and in order to use their service, you have to be 13 years or older. And if you're under the age of 18, you would need parental consent to sign up to the website. Now, I've parsed through a bunch of information out there claiming that the Whispers feature, the private messages, require the individuals to be 18 or older, which is not true. As long as you're signed into a Twitch account, which means 13 plus, you can use the feature. He continues by saying, now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. Well, he cheated on his wife back in 2017, allegedly at TwitchCon, and as a father, you should know not to fucking message children. So I don't believe him? It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking...
I really gotta get
Watch
used to
live and
fucking
local
premium.
news on a variety of networks.
Fucking commercials do shit.
Own my shit.
Killing me.
This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said this all sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real-life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Right when the news dropped on Twitter, his closest friends and collaborators over the
thing. A lot of people are quick to fucking burn anyone that's ever made a mistake, but if you truly start digging into anyone's past, you know, the skeletons are just gonna pour out. It's inescapable. I mean, anyone, maybe it's not as bad as this, but the second you start looking into anyone for any amount of time, you'll find something to hate them for. It's just strange that it's coming so, late. Obviously, whoever was involved, the girl or male or the minor, either their family does not know or is now finding out, or there was nothing bad enough for them to maybe make a case against Dr. Disrespect. You haven't seen Dr. Disrespect go into either a civil or a criminal, case involving this situation. So I don't know how bad. If the take is no adult should ever speak to any minor for any reason that isn't directly related to them or isn't their family, then a lot of these streamers are about to should lose hundreds and thousands of fans, because there are so many fans out there of these popular streamers that are obviously under 18. So to say you can never engage, especially say hypothetically engaging with your audience, is insanity. And who knows, if Dr. Disrespect honestly feels like he did nothing wrong or there's nothing there, I would say release the transcripts, or don't give a fuck. I mean, also that's an option too. You could just keep pressing on. That's your own business and, not care. But I would say release the transcripts at least.
The years began to disavow him, which rightfully so. But did anyone call this guy? Hey, Doc, is it fucking true or not? Did you know? I just hate the way information comes out. It's so cringe. Truthfully, I don't know if Dr. Disrespect is a boomer with a mental disability or he's moving funny for legal purposes. However, the fact remains he edited one single thing in this entire statement twice. And for those of you who don't know, you can see the metadata as a Twitter user. The first version included individual minor. Then he took out minor. Then, when he was called out, he added it back. In that entire statement, there was a very specific omission. Did he know whether or not he was talking to a minor? And for some, that makes all the difference. If Dr. Disrespect didn't know the minor's age at the time this took place, I would go live and tattoo it on my forehead. I would scream it from every rooftop in Manhattan. But why didn't he include that? That's the one thing that could potentially clear some of this up. Second of all,
Also, it's like, what if he doesn't even give a fuck about clearing anything? Like, that's the thing. It's like, maybe he doesn't feel like he owes anybody an explanation, so he's just like, fuck it, who cares? Like, I'm not gonna, do the most for these people, because, once you start apologizing and, asking for forgiveness, you're fucked. That's 100% for sure. The second you start saying I'm sorry and forgive me, you're about to head down a dark road.
what did the messages say? To me, it's pretty cut and dry. He is a 35-year-old adult who's married with children. What the fuck are you doing? The accusations, combined with Dr. Disrespect's own statement on the matter, are cemented in a Bloomberg article written by Cecilia D. Anastasio, who, interestingly enough, replied to a question from
We gave ourselves 1 year to get this dialed in from idea to finished product.
From a Redditor 5 months ago. Do reporters really know why the doc was banned? And if they do, why have they not reported on it? Great question that I can't comment on. Which tells me
The fuck does
this
that mean?
story has been in the works. And the thing about mainstream media is they're not going to risk running a story prematurely if they don't have facts, sources, and verified information, which tells me this could be the nail in the coffin. Guy Beam, known online as Dr. Disrespect, is one of the top video game celebrities on social media with 4.7 million YouTube subscribers. The article reads, he was banned 4 years ago by Amazon.com Inc.'s Twitch for violating its community guidelines. The chat app Discord followed, removing him from its partnership program after a report from a, quote, trusted industry peer, according to a spokesperson who didn't identify the actual source. The reasons for his banishment from Twitch were never given, but 3 people with knowledge of the matter said Beam was removed because he exchanged sexually explicit messages. That is a lot different than leaned inappropriately.
Yeah, a lot of time. This is the thing. It's also Philion wants to make it seem like all journalists are equal and very credible, but this person could just be enhancing, what, when you're saying a credible source but not releasing the names, not being exact, you can put a lot of English on that. You can, enhance the story, make it more, salacious. It just depends. It's hard.
Sometimes. And if it turns out Bloomberg is actually exaggerating the nature of the messages, keyword sexually, that is a defamation case of a lifetime. Dr. Disrespect is looking at an insane payout, but they have the sources and they ran the story, so it's not looking good. He also asked a minor about her plans at the TwitchCon convention.
Oh, okay, so it was
according
she.
to 2 of the people who asked not to be identified discussing such a sensitive.
Fuck, see, that's the thing. The second it's sources, unknown source, fuck unknown sources, bro. Anytime I see any story where it says an unknown source says this or an unknown source said that wants to remain anonymous, I don't fucking trust. If you're willing to fucking stand up and say some shit, you better fucking say it with your whole fucking chest. Unless you release a transcript. You can remain anonymous and release transcripts, I don't care, or release video or documents, but if you're just releasing a statement as a anonymous source, fuck that. We had 51 intelligence agents say that, the Hunter Biden laptop story had earmarks of Russian, disinformation. It turns out it was all bullshit. So who are these? Are these 51 unknown sources going to get punished in any way? No. So unnamed sources are unreliable as fuck.
Matter. That's also a massive problem, because for this to be criminal in the state of California, there has to be intent to meet up. Was he going to meet up with this person and Twitch stopped it? I don't know. A complaint was later filed with Twitch through its reporting system, the two said. And knowing the gravity of the situation, why did it take so long to ban Doc? 3 whole years passed. I'll be covering this story as it develops because, honestly, I don't even think we saw the worst of it yet. Now that the floodgates are open, it is only a matter of time before new information, new potential sources, and new accusations come forward. I guess we'll see what happens.
And this is the thing. It's open season now. So it happens 2017. Obviously, for 3 years, no one obviously gave a fuck. 2020 comes along. What else happened in 2020? It was cancel fucking everybody time. Cancel anyone for the most malignant thing, the most benign, the smallest thing people were getting canceled for around that time. And then fast forward another 4 years, now it's dropping again. It just seems very odd that all this is happening. And granted, Dr. Disrespect won his, apparently, I'm assuming won his settlement against Twitch. So obviously the burden of proof wasn't sufficient, even in a civil sense, where you need fucking no proof at all that anything bad happens in a fucking civil case. Are you making videos on what's going on with Ryan Garcia? Yeah, I'm gonna cover it. I see him. He was gambling with fucking the guy from the Heat. What's his name? Butler. And he fucking didn't look happy. I actually did a mini little breakdown of Ryan Garcia, Mario. If you check it out, I did a video on him like maybe last month of whether it was like concussive head damage that was leading him to, act this way, and then, or if it was, what I don't like about the Ryan Garcia thing is fucking gonna be a tangent. When he talks about all the things he saw and that he has proof and evidence, the second you have proof and evidence, you better release that shit because they're gonna make you seem fucking crazy or insane. So yeah, Jimmy Butler, there you go. If he really did have like legit, evidence, he should have fucking released it right then. So what the fuck, dude? It's not showing the previous message. I think I have this fucking stupid chat shit set up wrong. Maybe I should put it. I'm gonna go to live because I don't know what the fuck. It'll just show it for a second, then it disappears. It looks like I'm a fucking loser. Yeah, no, trust me, dude. The follow-up's coming. The only thing is what I don't understand. They changed the verdict on they changed his standings on the record, so it's a no contest. The ostarine in his bloodstream, you can't. It doesn't happen naturally. That's the problem. There's nothing natural you can take. There's the other compound that they found him for. It does happen naturally. When you do have estrogen in your system. So he was cleared of that one. But the ostarine, there's no finding it naturally in the body. It's not a naturally occurring, compound. So this is where things get hairy. Did he intentionally take it? Right off the bat, took it, and then took a supplement where he knew it was tainted. Was also taking ostarine, took a supplement that he knew had ostarine in it, and then said, "Hey, I was taking this supplement. It has ostarine. There's my answer." Or was he, just taking random vitamins, random shit? I know he takes ashwagandha. I don't know why he would need ashwagandha. I don't know if he's like lacking in the, testosterone. Ashwagandha, I don't know if he wants focus or nootropic, based compounds. There's a whole bunch of natural occurring ones. And, maybe that's a situation where it's what was the intent? Was he trying to, cheat the system? Did he knowingly, ingest something? I think he didn't I don't think he knowingly ingested anything because of the simple fact that he's a fucking dumbass. I think he's an idiot, but he's funny. He's hilarious. But are you looking at are you watching the debates at all, Mario? Or no? You're checking out the fucking debates? I haven't been live in almost fucking 2 months, so no one's probably watching. But I'm gonna start doing lives Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, like from 6 to 8, just to get back in the groove of things because I want to make the channel more, you know, capture live, do a lot of more live stuff instead of editing heavily. But I'll use some of this. I'll rip some of this content for additional stuff. Yeah, yeah, I know. I don't know. I never liked him. You know, you're not watching the debate? Ah, fuck it. I think I might watch it just for content. I want to see if anyone's seeing anything funny. But this Doctor Disrespecting is fucking going wild, and people are fucking making wild accusations and jumps on this shit. Like, I'm just like seeing this guy just fucking burn.
Know how we run
I
things.
kind of want to
here.
see what his subscription count is. See if he's.
And yeah, in this situation, there's no reason for a 40-something-year-old
YouTube
man
channel?
to be talking weirdly to a minor. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get right into this because this is shocking. This is the biggest PDF file that's been exposed since EDP 445.
Okay. So it doesn't look like he's lost any fucking subscribers on this channel at all. So I feel like whoever rocks with him, his core base, doesn't give a shit about this at all. It seems like whoever his fans are, they don't give a fuck. 4 days ago, 374 views. I mean, 374,000. It seems like people are still fucking with him heavy. I mean, he hasn't. No, people haven't unsubscribed.
That's how massive this is. So anyways, he says, the Twitch ban. Hello, assuming I'm not mistaken, Dr. Disrespect also cheated on his wife.
This is the thing. I fucking hate how this guy's shit. Why is it echoing?
So clearly not
Is he in
the
the toilet? Is he doing this fucking voiceover in the fucking toilet?
best guy. You know what I mean?
God, dude, I hate these fucking dudes that stand on like moral high ground and they're like 21. It like when commentating chat. I would have loved to be a commentator when I was like an early teenager. But when these fucking guys that are between, you know, 17 and 25 and have zero life experience, their only life experience is that they even if you made a lot of money, just because you made a lot of money doesn't mean you know shit. You know, like, bro, your only job was fucking making YouTube commentary and you're not married or whatever. You don't know, shit about life. So these guys will stand on people's shoulders and try to, have the moral high ground and be like, I can't believe he's cheated on his fucking wife. We don't know what their fucking situation is, brother. Like, these fucking guys that will be like, he's not a good person because he cheated on his wife. Well, what were they going through? Have you ever been fucking married? Have you ever seen how fucking bad shit can get sometimes? Like, these fucking dudes, and I'm glad that I'm, starting this path more as in my mid to late 30s and being like, you guys don't know shit about real fucking life. It's so easy to stand on someone's shoulders and be like, yo, you cheated on your wife, you're a piece of shit. It's like, no, brother, like, there's more to this world than just being you don't know people's situations, like, we don't know what they were going through at the time. So to just be like, oh yeah, he's a fucking pedophile because he cheated on his wife. It's like, what the fuck how that doesn't even correlate.
This is insane. I am actually shocked, and I don't get shocked too often. I mean, I've been doing this shit for years, but this is one that genuinely surprised the shit out of me. I'm gonna keep it real. I was not expecting this. Just damn. This is fucking insane. And now I'm wondering, where did it lean towards? Like, yo, can you send me a picture of your bra? And just thinking about a minor being talked to like this, it's fucking gross. I would not.
Dude, sometimes this guy's takes, and I want to be like, bro, you're fucking Mexican, like, or something. I know this guy's fucking Latino. I want to be like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, your fucking dad probably cheats on your mom, dude. Your dad for sure cheated on your mom, brother. Like, if that's determines whether you're a good person or not, Mexican men, I hate to break it to you, Mexican men are definitely cheating on their fucking wives. They might love them, they might fucking spend their whole life with them, but are they out there fucking random whores? Go to Mexicali. You might run into your dad one day. Go to Tijuana. You might see your uncles there. You might see your dad. You might see somebody close to you. If you live near those areas, you're paying, brother. I hate to say it for you. I hate to tell y'all, but dudes all fucking random chicks all the time, married or not. I mean, period. I mean, you might not like it. Your 17, 24-year-old brain probably can't understand that concept, but if you've been fucking the same bitch for fucking 20 plus years, sheesh.
Go to motionarray.com and enter a world with over 2 million creative assets to bring your vision to life.
Surprised if his channel gets completely demonetized and he gets terminated. And I don't think that many people would honestly care. I think most of them will be like, yeah, you know, kind of deserved. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and the case was resolved in that settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought up against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me, at least. You know, he's not pulling an EDP where he's like, I'm innocent. I don't know why people hate me. So, you know, at least that's good. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect and I fucking own my shit. This was stupid. You know, this excuse does not fly with me. Like, it'll be one thing, and I'm not saying this is okay, by the way, but it'll be one thing if the guy was like, 20. You know, talking to a minor, which once again, I'm not saying that's valid nor excusable, but it's better than 40. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm not condoning that. I don't think that's okay. I'm just saying 20 is pushing it. 40, married and with kids, the electric chair, honestly. Yeah, that's something that should.
Dude, these fucking guys have no fucking concept of what happens in life. Like, I want to see these guys at fucking 40, seeing what the fuck they're like. That's the thing. You can stand on moral high ground, like, I'm never going to do anything wrong. Nothing's ever going to happen. But until you're there, brother, these fucking young cats are fucking wild. And that's the thing. It's like, but they're entertaining to little kids, like saying this stupid shit like, oh yeah, let's fucking electric chair this guy for what? For a conversation that we don't know the context of, that we don't know what the fuck happened. All that shit, not knowing any of it. And these guys are talking like he fucking murdered somebody. These fucking guys are ridiculous, dude. Come
Would have
on.
never happened. And for him to be like, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect either. I'm not perfect either. No one is. And, you know, it's not like we're talking to minors as 40-year-old man 24/7. No, that's just not the case.
Like, is that what happened, you fucking faggot? Oh shit. Well, fuck it. Too late. Like, this fucking, God, dude, these fucking internet dudes that are fucking always just like standing on moral high ground, think that they're fucking, their shit don't stink. You know, I just pray to God that these motherfuckers never have any fucking bad shit come their way, or anyone digs up any fucking crazy dirt on them, or nothing happens and they have a fucking squeaky clean life. That's the thing. It's like when you've been out there, when you've done dirt, when you've been in wild situations, it's a lot harder to be like, oh yeah, fuck them, you know, bury them. It's easy to not be understanding when you've been a bitch all your fucking life and haven't done shit, and all you've ever done is talk on the internet. You know, when you've done that, yeah, it's easy. Fuck it. When you never go outside your fucking room and you stay in a fucking closet, it's easy to have moral high ground. But if you ever been out there, seen some wild shit, it's a lot harder, brother.
Like right now, that's not a good excuse. Like, oh, guys, I'm not perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but not these type of mistakes. Now, with all of this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around too loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm not a fucking predator or a pedophile. I mean, are you kidding me?
I mean, what, bro? What the fuck did he do? Like, pull up the that's the thing. It's like these fucking, God, dude. This motherfucker talks about, this motherfucker be sensitive as fuck, dude.
Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things and those type of people. F that. I could picture him, you know, flipping the camera off saying that. That's a different level of disgust, and I fucking hate even hearing about it. Don't be labeling me 100%
as the worst of the worst. This guy's not even 25 years old.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I mean, do I have to say it? Do I have to spell it out? It's just such a weird situation. Like, it got so serious to the point where Twitch needed to ban this guy. And he knew the reason why he got banned 4 years ago. I'm assuming Twitch knew as well. or else
See, these guys say this stupid shit without knowing anything in life. The Trevor Bauer situation is a perfect explanation to this to help give some context. Trevor Bauer had just been signed to the Los Angeles Dodgers, got a boatload of money, and a couple of women decided they wanted some of that money. Had rough sex with one of them. She took, edited photos. The other one claimed that he got her pregnant, beat her up. All these allegations. He won every single case. And then he's still not allowed back in Major League Baseball after he's been completely exonerated of all, allegations. But at the time, everyone was burying him without knowing fucking dick. But will they reprint? Will they say, hey, my fucking bad, bro. I fucking jumped to conclusions because some fucking stupid whores said some shit on the internet, and I'm ready to nut ride them and not give anybody the benefit of the doubt and know what actually happened. No, these fucking guys make these fucking videos not knowing fucking dick, but we'll never retract any of their statements. We'll never be like, hey, my bad, bro. I overreached on that one. They won't ever say shit because they have no ramifications. There's nothing to, you cover a salacious story and you just go about your business. You call them, a pedophile. You say all these worst things and then boom, you're just like, on to the next one. Fuck it.
why I banned him in the first place. So it's just weird. If people were to call him a PDF file, I don't think it will be that crazy of a thing to call him. I mean, he was talking to a minor inappropriately. He said it very sweetly. He said, oh yeah, sometimes it got out of hand. So it's not a one-time accident where, that happened and then you block the girl and that's it. It's something that happened, I'm assuming, multiple times. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he never says, oh, it was just a one-time thing. I messed up and I stopped talking to her. It's something that constantly happened back in 2017.
Constantly? It's also not constantly. You can't say it was either one time or constantly. There's a lot of area in between that.
So I'm not going to disagree with people that are calling you a PDF file. I mean, you did this to yourself, dude. Like, you have no one to blame but yourself for this disgusting actions. Now, it's not as severe as EDP, where he was sending disgusting pictures and he was receiving them and they happened multiple times. That's one thing. I do think EDP was a lot worse than, Mr. Doctor over here. But, it's still wrong what he did. And he owned up to it, which I guess is better than what.
He also said it's morally wrong. And it's about what part of where his morals are. To just say, hey, he owned up to it. He, sexually assaulted a woman, or say he's a pedophile because he said, hey, there's a moral issue with what happened, is a crazy fucking extreme. But these are kids. These are fucking kids talking about shit they don't know dick about.
And a lot of other YouTubers do in these type of situations, like Mini Lad, who take years to take accountability. But at the same time, this took 4 years to come out. So yeah, do with that information what you will. But I think I've said what needed to be said regarding the ban itself. That's it. I'm not a fan of Dr. Disrespect, never have, and clearly never will. But if I was a fan, I would be absolutely crushed. It's just this.
I'm neutral about Dr. Disrespect. He's entertaining. I get what he does. I get the stick. But I mean, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. This sounds fucked up because I don't give a shit. I don't know if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, fucked up. But honestly, don't give a shit. Like if he fucking messaged some fucking whore online, fuck it. Nothing happened. We don't know any context. We don't have the transcripts. We don't know shit. We don't know anything, And I'm pretty sure at some point all these things will come to light, but, not knowing anything at all, and all these guys are talking mad wild, I'd slap the fuck out of these dudes.
Disgusting. And I will not be shocked if YouTube banned him. Low key,
I'm pretty sure he won't get banned. I don't think he'll get banned. There's not enough for it. I mean, if Twitch lost the case against Dr. Disrespect, when it was fresh, when it all originally happened, if they lost the case and they had to do a settlement, and I'm sure that his, video game company also had to give him some type of severance package because he technically, he might have made him look bad, but didn't break any laws, hasn't been done any charges. So I'm assuming they parted ways, but I'm pretty sure he got a fat stack. You know, the Bloomberg article, all that we're gonna have to see, dude. It's the waiting game. But a lot of these people want to talk like they're fucking. Everybody's an expert on the internet. They knows that he's fucked. He's done for. But I fucking doubt it.
The argument of it being justified. I'm just keep it real here, guys, okay? And then there's this tweet that someone tagged me in, and it says Dr. Disrespect admitting to cheating on his wife in 2017 at TwitchCon, which also happens to be the same year he was privately messaging a minor. I did some digging and found out that the woman he cheated with was 24 at the time, so it isn't the same girl, but it makes you think. 24, I believe Dr. Disrespect was like 38, 39. Still a little weird, but nothing.
What the fuck is weird about that, bro? God damn these fucking pussies, dude. God, you swear to fucking God, dude. As long as you're over 18 and the person is fucking an adult, as long as two people are adults, call that weird all you fucking want, but that they're fucking consenting adults. I don't give a fuck when I see an 18-year-old chick with a 70-year-old man, milking him for all his fucking money. And I don't give a fuck when a 50-year-old man is with a 21-year-old or 18-year-old chick and using her for her youth and beauty. This is fucking life. Grow the fuck up. Don't be a pussy. These fucking streaming bitches, dude. I swear to God. Oh, it's a little weird. Well, you're a fucking faggot then.
Crazy. Like, I would not be on his ass about it. You know what I mean?
Full family.
10,000 subscribers on YouTube in a few hours. I'm sure this is going to continue. I don't see this stopping anytime soon. Nick Merckx, which is someone who was kind of
doing this
for 15-year-olds, or I could keep going, to a minor. So his game studio kicked him out, or he stepped down, however you want to look at it. Turtle Beach dropped him. It's gonna keep happening. Like, companies and people, smart companies and people, they're going to distance themselves from him because this guy
says smart company. Dude, this is the first this guy would be brainwashed the fuck out of. Like, he doesn't realize that companies don't give a fucking shit. There's no good companies. There's no fucking good people. There's just people and companies doing shit for their best interest. People need to stop seeing it as good or bad. It's not the fucking real world. It's not the way the real world is. You get put in situations and you make the best decision for you and your fucking family. There's no more. This moral hierarchy bullshit is fucking ass. These people would sell out their fucking grandmas.
Is kind of a sicko. He got a little too freaky, right? And I love getting freaky as much as the next guy, but there's a limit. It's not like I'm getting freaky with 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds or 15-year-olds or, I could keep going. So, if I was the head of Turtle Beach, would I drop him? Absolutely. Because then people are going to think, oh, Turtle Beach, the headset that's supported by pedophiles. You know what I mean? It's just a horrible look. So you're definitely...
You think that's what people think? Like, does the rational person see fucking Turtle Beaches and their fucking sponsorship with Dr. Disrespect? You think the majority of people don't even fucking know who the fuck this guy is? He's big in a niche community. These fucking guys.
We're going to see a lot of people dropping him. Big companies. It's over for him. It's never going to be the same. Once he comes back from Twitch, the chat is going to be brutal. He's going to get absolutely smoked, cooked to a crisp, and he's going to lose subscribers, and I don't think he's going to be able to come back from this because it's no longer allegations, it's a fact. The reason why he got banned is because he was caught getting a little too caliente, a little too freaky mode with a minor who we don't know the age of, which, once again, kind of concerning. How old were they? 12? 13? I mean, I'm just speculating right now.
Yeah, bro, but you're going to the fucking most, like, what the fuck? Why would you think that?
But, I mean... it makes you think. How old were they? So yeah, after
this has to be a child.
Speculating,
this fucking sensitive society guy has to be a kid. He cannot be more than 25 years old. All these people with these fucking stupid little bitch ass takes are all kids. These are all children or no one that's ever fucking lived a fucking actual life.
The allegations, what are they dropping? Yada yada yada. What happened? 4 years later, we finally know the truth. The reason why he was banned is because he got caught talking inappropriately with a minor. Disgusting behavior, and whatever happens to him or his channel, now that it's confirmed, I do wish the worst for these kind of people. And I get it wasn't as bad as EDP or Minilat or others. I understand that, but I don't know, like, who would want to ever work with him? No.
Once again, all these people are talking like they know the exact situation. Obviously they had some kind of settlement. Maybe they couldn't find an exact... If if Twitch had a solid, perfect rock solid case, they wouldn't be a settlement. They would have just fucking kicked him off and it'd be over. But the fact that they had to make some kind of settlement means that it was murky and gray. But these fucking bitch ass losers don't understand that life is not always as simple as they think it is.
No one in a million years, no one who's smart will ever associate themselves with him. But yeah, with that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Are you guys shocked? I know that I am. I couldn't believe it. It's actually fucking insane that this is something that happens even to this day. Well,
I don't know.
I know it happened back in 2020, but you know what I mean. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I don't know, subscribe, like. I don't know how to end this video. Anyways,
Dude, these fucking dudes on the internet love to fucking just be like, I'm on top of your shoulders. I'm better than you. You fucking suck.
Wow. What a crazy day this has been. So I'm sure pretty much all of you that clicked on this video already know bombshell allegation claiming that Dr. Disrespect was banned due to sexting a minor through the Twitch Whispers service. Now, there was never any screenshots or evidence provided to support that claim. However, some other parties came forward saying that they had all heard a similar reason behind the ban. Dr. Disrespect then made a response to that statement, which was less than satisfactory for most people with a functioning frontal lobe because he talked very vaguely about it and didn't actually outright deny the claim at all. So then he made a follow-up statement which aimed to provide a little
want to see what
respect
these
release.
guys.
Another that he founded mid-legal happened.
I just want to see what their
pictures
opinions are.
with an individual. The answer is yes. Knows where I stand in media with. Like, this isn't something people take lightly at all. In his own statement, he has openly admitted to messaging a minor and had conversations that were inappropriate, or as he said, leaned into being inappropriate. Now, what's not clear and what a lot of people are coping with is that maybe Dr. Disrespect didn't know the age of the person he was communicating with, but I truly feel if that was the case, Dr. Disrespect would have mentioned that, saying,
See, this is the thing. Everyone's just saying, oh, I think, I feel, or this is what I would have done, or he should have done this different. Oh, because he didn't say he didn't know that the person was a minor, that means he for sure knew. We don't fucking know. We fucking don't know. That's the thing, my guy.
that he had those communications with this person that he believed was of age but turned out to be a minor. I think if that was the reality of that situation, if he truly communicated with someone that he thought was of age, that was what happened, it would have been mentioned here. I really do. But there's no mention of that. So it's hard to give that benefit of the doubt that he didn't.
You can't not. That's the thing. It's, oh, because he didn't do something, don't give him the benefit. You have to give the benefit of the doubt because we don't know either way. That's how I feel.
No. Because I think.
And honestly, if he, trust me, if he did anything absolutely wrong or horrific or said anything, mildly inappropriate in a sexual tone or in a sexual way, I'll fucking be like, fuck this guy. But without knowing, with the fact that everyone wants to jump to conclusions is insane to me.
He would have mentioned if that was the case. I also think it's pretty telling that some of the closest people to Dr. Disrespect are coming forward saying how unacceptable it was and distancing themselves from him, because if he didn't know that he was communicating with a minor, he probably would have told them at the very least, but they're not saying that either. So here's Robert Bowling, one of his business partners here, saying, if you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you, period. I promise to only act on facts, and I did. So I just really don't think there's a whole lot of wiggle room about Doc not knowing that he was communicating with a minor. Like, I feel like there's been plenty of opportunities now for that information to have come out from somewhere, but nobody is saying that other than people theorizing and hoping that maybe that's the case. But Doc...
So all the people hoping and theorizing the opposite way holds true as well. Everyone else is hoping and theorizing without knowing. That's the thing. No, on either side of how you feel about this situation or what you think of it, everyone is hoping and theorizing. Whatever they believe or whatever their stance is on the situation, they're hoping and theorizing. They don't know. None of these people are privy to, what actually happened. So the same can be said either way. It's very interesting to be like, oh, they're coping, they're hoping and theorizing. Well, you're essentially doing the same thing.
Doc himself has never said that that was a possibility. He'd never even hinted that he didn't know the person's age, and the people closest to him aren't saying that either. So I really think that it's likely that he did know that, and he still had these conversations that lean to being inappropriate with someone he knew to be a minor, which is fucking disgusting. Now,
It is disgusting. 100%. If he did have inappropriate conversations with women or a man or anyone that's underage, that is disgusting. It is 100% disgusting. But the thing about it is, everyone is associating, saying, oh, yeah, he knew or didn't know. Regardless if he did know or didn't know, the problem is that we don't know. We're just speculating. And until, something comes out or some kind of, and that's the thing. With the settlement with Twitch, he must have had enough leeway in the conversation. There has to be something in the conversation where he has plausible deniability, and that's something that they don't. If they had a settlement, if Twitch had Dr. Disrespect dead to rights, banned him clean, fuck him, get him out of here, or there is some gray area, that'd be the reason I believe they'd be a settlement. Why they couldn't get him dead to rights, why their terms of service or what have you, whatever rules, whatever book they try to throw at him didn't 100% stick. The reason why there isn't criminal charges against him, the reason why there isn't civil charges against him. If they had him dead to rights, it'd be a clear-cut case. But because they don't, because there must be something in the conversations or someone, maybe a lawyer, most likely Dr. Disrespect's lawyer, was able to, properly or very well, give whatever a reasonable doubt. So if Dr. Disrespect releases transcripts, that'd be the best thing to do. Also, we'd get more information. He should, if he's already fucked, right? Like all these people are like, he's fucked. Well, you might as well release him. If all these people are so sure that he's going to go down and it's all over, fuck it, release him. Who cares at that point? It's over, right?
there are people still defending this, saying, well, he didn't go to jail for it, so what's the big deal? Can't wait for the next stream, Doc. Firm handshakes. Like, there's people that are just dismissing this as not a big deal.
The thing about it, what these people don't understand, I'm sure that there was many commentators talking about Trevor Bauer in this exact situation. You know, not in this exact situation, but when the Trevor Bauer situation was happening, I'm sure people were like, how can you even give him the benefit of the doubt? Don't you see the bruise marks on her photos? Don't you see the, evidence? Don't you see believe all women? Don't you see the allegations from the other women? Kick them from Major League Baseball. This obviously isn't oranges to oranges or apples to apples. This isn't, 100% a comparison, but I'm trying to let people understand that sometimes there's a reason why people don't go to jail or prison, why there hasn't been criminal charges filed, because the law, the lawyers, or what have you, the system that works in a very a way that we don't understand sometimes. I'll give again the example in California. If you're within 10 years of a 14-year-old, even though you're over the age of 18, if you're within 10 years in California of a 14-year-old and you have either oral or anal sex with them, just saying, it's a provision carved out for the LGBTQ plus community, specifically stating oral or anal sex, you will not be put into a registry. That girl said she was into it. Yeah. So she was into it. The other girl that was suing Trevor Bauer came out that she was like, hey, let's just settle. Turns out she has, 5 cases against 5 other guys in, different states. And she's now being charged for, wrongful accusations and fraud. So one girl admits to trying to fuck over Trevor Bauer. The texts are released. She's like, I'm coming for his money. I'm going to get everything I can. I'm into it. She took a video of him the next day sleeping in her bed, or her in his bed. And then the other girl is like, just give me $2 million, and I'll go away. But no, he did not. He'd rather go to court, spend the money, prove his innocence. They just want money. Yeah, exactly. This is all about cash in the end. So when that happened with Trevor Bauer, all these people were quick to say the MLB turned on him without knowing a fucking second, without having an iota of information, with just accusations. They released him. That was in 2020, 2021. Oh, wow. What happened with Dr. Disrespect? It was in 2020, 2021, right around that time, where Me Too, Believe All Women, all this stupid shit was on fucking mass. So when these fucking guys, these commentators that don't know dick, and then 2 years down the line, we'll probably get the real story and then find out that it was benign or not a big deal or whatever. You think these fucking cocksuckers are going to make an apology? You think they're going to say, hey, bro, my bad. We know we slandered you all fucking crazy, but, it was content. It was good content. Of course not. They're not going to say shit. They're not going to retract their statements. They're not going to apologize. So, yeah, some people are saying, oh, well, he's not arrested. We should wait. We should see. That makes sense. We should wait until, if we were judging by a court of, public perception, how many people would be burned at the fucking stake right now if we just waited for whatever the, general public thought? The general public can be swayed with tears and a sob story. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, look at Aziz Ansari. The bitch just had a bad date. And he lost fucking a bunch. Yeah, he was on. I kind of know something. She was like, oh, he was asking me to have sex too often or something like that. It was something crazy. It was like they had hooked up. But that's what I'm saying. So maybe Twitch saw something semi-inappropriate in conversations with Dr. Disrespect, said, let's get ahead of this shit. It's 2020, 2021. All these dudes are going down. Let's ban him. So for all these guys to be like, well, the people defending him saying there hasn't been an arrest, so they're dumbasses. I'm like, well, you're the dumbass because you don't know how the fucking world works.
Which is insanity. I think that is pure lunacy. I can't fucking believe some of what
You know what really is lunacy is just going based off of fucking what parties are saying, what some random people are saying. And yeah, Dr. Disrespect probably didn't do the best, job of, giving out the information on Twitter when he gave out his statement. But he's probably getting ready to sue the fuck out of the people that fucking, outed him and broke maybe non-disclosure agreements. So he can't just outright be like, hey, fuck faces, I have all the evidence, because they might be getting ready to go into litigation against the people that gave up this information. They met on Tinder. He straight up told her he didn't. So in serious, he just wanted to smash. She agreed. Thought she was gonna get something out of it because he was famous. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, we see this type of shit all the time. I'm not saying it's a bit different because obviously this has to do with a minor, but I'm saying we see all too often people jump to conclusions, jump to bury somebody without knowing anything, and then we get the real information, we find out everything that's gone on, and then we're just like, oh wait, what? Oh fuck, okay, well, fuck him, I don't care. And that's the thing, when there's no ramifications from you just slandering somebody, people just won't give a fuck.
What I'm reading here from people that are just writing this off as not a big deal because it's a streamer they like.
And that's the thing. I'm not writing it. I don't even fucking watch this motherfucker that often. But I'm just saying, hey, maybe we should wait until like transcripts are out. Maybe we should wait until if there is any court situations, we should wait till then. But no, dude, you have to have the wildest take as quickly as possible for people to care. It doesn't get clips and views to be like, well, maybe we should wait, and give people the benefit of the doubt and see exactly what kind of conversations. Maybe he said some, crass jokes, we don't know. Maybe he said some inappropriate jokes to her, or I just don't know. to say that inappropriate, lean on inappropriate, it's just hard to know exactly. But I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see on this one. But all these people, if anything comes out and it turns out to be like not that serious, I really hope that these people will like at least be like, hey, my bad, I fucking, got my panties in a bunch and was ready to fucking condemn somebody to fucking death without actually knowing all the facts.
Communicating inappropriately with a minor is bad. Full stop. It's inexcusable. No matter how you spin it, that is a horrible thing.
I guess it's what you think is. See, this is the thing. It's like, what is inappropriate to them? Like, are they putting the most malice situation where he's like, I want to fucking dog fuck you behind a fucking dumpster and broad daylight? Like, what was inappropriate? Or did, Twitch just, wanted to get ahead of the situation and be like, hey, bro, you kind of said some like stupid jokes and they can be seen as inappropriate. So we're going to go ahead and let you go. There's a reason why there was a settlement, right? We have to keep that always in mind. If they settled, maybe he never, propositioned the girl to meet up. Maybe he's like, hey, when you're 18, maybe we should get together and fuck. That's inappropriate. I believe it is inappropriate to tell a child that, but it's just like, hey, when you're an adult, hit me up. That's inappropriate, I think. But you're not saying, hey, I want to smash today. I want to smash you right now. But if he said, hey, 17, 16-year-old girl, give me a call when you're 18. I don't know if that's inappropriate. It's just like, hey, keep me in your fucking, don't lose my number because when you're 18, I'm trying to crack that. I just don't know. It's hard.
Now, he may not have met up with the minor in question. However, was that his decision? Was he the one that decided not to meet up with him? Because with the information that's
whose decision is exactly
been come out now, again, keep in mind we don't have access to the chat log, like the conversations that took place. But from all the sources that have come out from like Bloomberg and all of that, it sounds like the conversation they had did talk about meeting up at TwitchCon. So that right.
No, their sources were all. They didn't disclose their identity. They just said people close to the situation that didn't want to be named. Hey, that's a lot of fucking leeway, dude. If you want to fucking expose someone, do it with your whole fucking chest. Hey, I'm calling this motherfucker out. He's a sick fucking pervert. My name is so-and-so. I worked at fucking Twitch. He's looking to fucking meet up with children. But no, it's like, oh, well, I want to be anonymous. Okay. Well, you can, make the story a lot more salacious that way.
Shows pretty real intent to meet up with this person. And who knows?
Yeah, because journalists are always have 100% integrity and get things right.
Maybe it was the minor that ultimately got uncomfortable with this whole thing and called it off, not the doc. We don't know for sure. The only thing we do know for sure with what the doc just confirmed is that he was talking inappropriately with a minor, which is a terrible, terrible thing. And
dude, these fucking people give zero agent. I don't know how many. Only for the fact that it's an adult speaking to a minor, but how many inappropriate conversations have you had as a minor, like with your peers? So it'd be like, oh. We just don't know what inappropriate means. Like, what was the situation? What was the context? Without the transcripts, without knowing the context and how it's read, obviously he had enough plausible deniability that Twitch, said that, fuck it, and settled. He had enough deniability to where, there is no arrest. There are no criminal charges.
Even his closest friends are saying they can't defend it, it's inexcusable. And they're right, it is inexcusable. But there are still people trying to defend it, as pathetic as that is. And Dr. Disrespect claims that he's going to come back at some point.
Nice.
And I have no doubt when he does, he's still going to have a massive audience. I can already tell, based on the amount of people jumping through hoops, trying to find ways of justifying this and spinning it in ways where he doesn't look evil. Which is impossible, but they're doing their best. So I know when he comes back, he will probably have tons of viewers and tons of donations out the fucking...
Damn. Without any
fucking guy. I usually like his face, but it'd be like he's evil. It's like, bro, come on, evil. That is fucking wild, bro. Holy
In Wazoo, saying things like, "Keep your head up, Doc. Don't let cancel culture get you down. It's just a fucking cancel culture mob that came after you. You're a victim of that mob. That's it." Which is just so unhinged. He has openly admitted, in his own words, to inappropriately talking to a minor. It's just craziness. So that's the update to this whole doc.
That's the thing. It's like everyone's like, they're making the most insane. That's the thing. It's in their head. They're making the most extreme, inappropriate conversation. Like in their head, Dr. Disrespect DM this 17-year-old girl, or whatever age or guy, whoever DM this person. It's like, hey, I want to take you out back and doggy style fuck you in front of all your friends, and go meet up in a fucking behind a fucking dumpster in an alley and fucking slap you with my cock. It's like we don't even know. He could have been like, hey, I'll see you in 2 years when you're 18, or I'll see you when you're 18. I find you very attractive, or whatever, which is still inappropriate, but it's like, I'm gonna wait until you're an adult and then hit me up. We don't know. Like they're putting an extreme, I'm putting an extreme. Everyone is putting their own twist on it, and we just don't know. That's the thing. But that's all we have for today. Thank you if you tuned in to the live stream. Getting back to it. Shout out Mario for chatting in and jumping in the chat. Appreciate it 100%. And we're gonna be doing this Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 to 8-ish, right around 8 o'clock. And then, get it up and going again for a while. It was pretty consistent, but due to, systems and internet and all this conflict, it was just too hard to actually live stream. It was just too taxing on my previous rig. And now I have a different setup. I tested it. I'm doing a lot of, testing to make sure it's coming in nice and clear and everything's working, and I can actually stream and record the whole footage, so I can edit it or, use it as clips. But that's all we have the time for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know. Comment down below what you think, what your opinion is. Fuck Dr. Disrespect. He's cool. Whatever you believe, your take. Let me know. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a clip. And with that, till next time, later.